Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Napoleon, and today we're back with another Enlisted video. And this time we're going to be doing another Enlisted squad review. And this time it is going to be our latest event squad that we had, or should I say the Armored Assault Engineers. In this particular case, we're doing the 29th Infantry Division, 78th Separate Engineer Battalion. Some history before we get into this squad. For starters, this squad, like in my last video, is thanks to the merge. What I mean by that is that thanks to the merge, a lot of people were angry that the Stalingrad engineer squads, which used to have the ability to use assault weapons, are not able to do so anymore. Therefore, Enlisted is giving us this squad, and a squad that I've covered last week, the German squad, with the ability to use assault rifles. Overall, these two squads have the special ability of any squad to use assault rifles. This will be something that I get on later on in the video, but that said, let's talk about the actual history of this squad. Unlike most videos, this squad review will only cover the history, the perks, and whether you should get it or not. But that said, let's get started. The 29th Infantry Squad originated from the 4th Rifle Division, which was formed from the local guard battalions and other units from Omsk, in accordance to the order of troops in Siberia of September 28, 1920, as part of the 5th Army. By the order of 26 October, it was redesignated the 1st Siberian Rifle Division. The division then became the 29th Rifle Division in accordance with the order of the Assistant to the Commander-in-Chief for Siberia on November 15. The division fought in the suppression of the Western Siberian Revolt, a series of peasant revolts against Soviet rule. It fought in Omyansk, Turin, and Oblast Gubernator, and in the areas along the Trans-Siberian Railway. It was then transferred to the Western Military District. The 29th was then transferred to the Western Military District, later for the First Belarusian Front, and to participate in maneuvers in September 1923. And a few years later, which I mean more than 10 years later, in September 1939, it fought in the Soviet invasion of Poland. The 29th was officially designated as a motor division in July of 1940. Unfortunately, it was wiped out near Minsk in July of 1941, and it was officially disbanded in September of 1941. It was then recreated as the 7th People's Militia Division in July of 1941, and then was wiped out again at Vyazma in October 1941. Being wiped out the second time, this third reorganization, which occurred on December 5th, 1941, began in Kazakhstan and was then transferred to Stalingrad to join the 64th Army under Chuikov. In August of 1942, the divisions of this unit first met the Germans. During the Battle of Stalingrad, they apparently killed 5,242 and captured 13,000. That was according to their own sources. Of course, on September 2nd, 1943, the Battle of Stalingrad was over. Due to the heroism, the 29th Division was redesignated as the 72nd Guards Rifle Division by the General Staff. The 29th Rifle was redesignated in 1943 and saw action in Kirovgrad. In summer of 1945, the 29th Rifle Division arrived in the Volga Military District and later became the 10th Separate Rifle Brigade. It lasted all the way to the 1960s and then to 1964, which was renamed once again to the 29th Motor Rifle Division, all the way until 1994, which it was disbanded. So a long history, mostly focused on its history in Stalingrad for this video. But that said, let's move on to the perks, because the weapon you can choose. My personal suggestions will come later of what you should bring. In terms of perks, I highly suggest that you bring plus 75% medic pack usage speed, minus 40% recoil, and vitality. Overall, if you have any of the engineer perks, I highly suggest that you dismount them because you don't really need those perks at all. With that said, should you use this squad? And the answer is 100% yes. Not only are these some of the best squads that you can bring for engineers, but these weapons are really good. Most notably the Fedorov, which you come equipped with. The Fedorov themselves are very good weapons. Not only have they the ability to one-shot people, but they also have a very good fire rate, and they're very deadly in long ranges. Of course, you can also choose to use the AS-44, and if you're down-tiering, the Winchester or what other weapons you can use. But overall, this squad is very good with various different set of weapons, depending on the tier you want to go. Of course, my highly suggestion is that you use these in top tier. This is an engineer squad, meaning you can build a lot of things very fast and fairly quickly. Of course, the body armor itself, which you can visually see, gives you a lot more body protection. As a matter of fact, I think for the German one, it gives you 80% head protection. The Soviet one, I have no idea how much it gives you but let's pretend it gives you 50. It gives you around either 40 to 50% body protection. But that said, overall this squad is a great squad to use. Really highly suggest that you use it. There's almost no flaws to this squad except for the fact that it can't destroy tanks, but depending on how you use your engineer squad, which I use them pretty aggressively, you can easily destroy tanks. As a matter of fact, you can easily destroy anything in Enlisted because this squad is just so good. But that's it, that's that. What do you guys think of this squad? Comment in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next one.